Hey, I'm Scott from Mississippi Family Homestead, and I found that one of the easiest ways to start seeds indoors is this Jiffy seed starting greenhouse kit that you can get in many of the box stores, or you can get it at our Amazon link in the description below. It makes it really easy to start seeds. Pretty well everything except the seeds are in here to help you get started. So for today, we're going to be using some tomato seeds and also the Boston Pickler cucumber seeds. And what you'll need to get started is, of course, the greenhouse kit, and also we'll be using some lukewarm water. And I've got a towel, just in case you spill some if you're indoors. So the first thing we're gonna do is take it out of its packaging here. And this will be the humidity dome. Set it aside, we'll use it later. And in this kit, they've included some labels and also some optional vitamins for your seedlings. Now that we've got it open, we've got these little pellets, and we're going to pour some warm water in. I'm going to start out with about an inch of water because I don't want them real soggy. They say you can't put too much water in, but I don't want them super soggy. So they're going to start to expand. I'm going to loosen them up from the bottom of the tray. Now these are the smaller ones. They also have, I believe, a 16. These are the 36. You can get 36 plants in here, where the others you can only get 16. And they both work the same way. So we're going to need to pour a little bit more water in here. Remember, we're using warm water. And we want those to expand about 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So it's got a little way to go. Okay, the next thing you do, you want to rip open this top just a little bit to allow you to put the seeds in. Don't let it rip open going down the side yet. So if you can see right here, we're just kind of tearing open the tops so you'll have a little place to plant the seed. And you've got to do every one of them. Just be real easy with them because you don't want to have the soil go all over the place. Take your time. And you can just rip it open with your fingers. So one of the questions is, can you plant with this netting? And yes, you can, because this netting is biodegradable, so you can just plant it right in the ground. So the next thing we're going to do, we need to fluff the top of the soil a little bit, kind of loosen it up. I'm going to take one of these labels, and that's another thing you need to make sure you have, is these labels. Just kind of break up that soil a little bit. You want it real loose. Just go around, make it real loose. Because you want this so you can just push that seed down in there. The next thing is we're going to sow the seeds. I've got cucumbers and tomatoes. So you want to read on the packet how deep the seeds go. One rule of thumb is 2 times as deep as the width of the seed. So these are little bitty seeds. These seeds are really tiny, so I'm going to use a little spoon. You can use a pencil eraser, whatever it takes to do that. I am going to pour them on this little piece of paper so we don't lose them. I mean, these things are super tiny. You'll probably want to do about 2 seeds to a pellet, and you can just put a little bitty hole with a pencil. And I'm going to use the pencil eraser to put these seeds in. And if you have enough, put 2 in, but remember these tomato seeds are real shallow. I think these are some of the smallest seeds. Probably maybe strawberries are a little smaller. And you'll want to leave this dirt, you'll put the dirt over it, but leave it a little loose. In this case, you can probably just put some seeds almost on top and then put the dirt over it. Make sure they're covered up though. And you'll want to go in order of some kind of order to make sure you plant all the seeds, have all of them planted, because sometimes you might forget where you are. Okay, we've got our tomatoes on this side, and we're going to put cucumbers over here. I've got a few left of the tomatoes. I'm going to put them back in the package. And these are the Abe Lincoln tomatoes. I don't eat tomatoes personally. I love to grow them. My family really loves these. These have a lot of flavor. These Boston Pickler cucumbers are the ones that I like to use for pickling dill pickles. These cucumber seeds, they're a little bigger. In some of the pellets, we're going to do 2 of them. And it's up to you. If you want to do just 1 seed, you can. But if you've got enough, do 2 of them in one thing. And you could get a pin and just poke a hole in here. It kind of makes it easier. Now the tomato seeds, you really didn't have to, but the cucumber seeds are a little bigger. These are going to be smaller pellets, so they're going to have to be transplanted a little sooner than if we got the 16 pellet size, because the 16 pellet size is a little bigger. Okay, now our seeds are planted. Next thing, we're going to put this humidity dome on top. And at first, it should fit right on in and somewhat seal off. These are a little flimsy, so they may not totally seal. Now this dome is going to stay on until you see the first leaves come up. And then after that, when some of the leaves sprout, you're going to pop the dome open just a little bit, let it vent out just a little bit. Once all the seeds have sprouted, you need to take this dome off of it. If you leave this dome on too long, it could harm the seedlings. You want to make sure they're good and healthy. One of the big questions is, do you have to vent the dome? Yes, you do. When they sprout is when you're going to vent the dome. Open it up just a little bit maybe and prop something on it just to let some air flow through it. So the next thing we do, we want to put it in a warm location. Now we have some heat mats, but if you don't have some heat mats, you can set it on your refrigerator. The trick to the germination part is to keep them moist and keep them warm. As they're sprouting, you want to keep them out of direct sunlight because they need the warmth, but not that light during the germination process. Now the light comes after they sprout. After they sprout, the light is very important, and the right kind of light is very important. So if you have a grow light, that's great. If you don't, then you can put them in a window. And if you put them in a window, make sure you turn it around each day so it's not tilting over. So one of the questions is, after they sprout, can they be too wet? Yes, they can. You don't want them soaking wet. You just want it moist. They're pretty wet right now when you first start, but after they sprout, you do want to keep it just moist, but you don't want too much water. And I like to water from the bottom. That way it makes the roots go down. But make sure you don't water too much because that could introduce some mold or algae. Once the seedlings come up, you may see multiple plants. Try to leave your healthiest plants and then pull the other ones out so there's just one plant in each pellet. Now they did include these vitamins. We chose not to do the vitamins, but you could mix it with a gallon of water also. The final thing I'll do is put the seed trays in a warm place. I've got some heat mats that I use, but you don't have to have those. You can set them on top of the refrigerator. Usually that's a warm spot, but you want to keep the base of the tray warm until they start to sprout, and then later you'll move them into the sun. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe.